Hey y'all, welcome back to my channel and welcome back to some more Final Fantasy XIV. When we left off, we had just finished the Ifrit battle, and before that we did a bunch of MSQs leading up to that. So what we're gonna do in this episode is just plow on through the MSQs to see how high we can get in MSQ level, and once we level 30 Thaumaturge, we are going to do level 25 and level 30 Thaumaturge quests, and then finally become a Black Mage, motherfucker. And then once that's done, we'll continue on with MSQs all the way up to the final level 25 MSQ, and then we will play something else, and then we will come back and continue on our Final Fantasy XIV journey. So without further ado, let the quest continue. All right, Minfilia. Y'all, I gotta work on my fucking British accent. Damn. Well, here's some practice. Level 20, a hero in the making. Minfilia is wearing a wry smile. Might it have something to do with your newfound fame? Maybe it does. I don't even know what the fuck they're talking about, motherfucker. Oh, right, because I killed Ifrit. Until not so very long ago, you were but one of the many adventurers seeking to make their way in Eorzea. But for your character and courage, you were raised to the esteemed post of envoy. Thereafter, you traveled the realm, aiding those in need without the thought of reward, confirming to Thancred that the Scions would benefit from your aid. And no sooner had you joined us than you personally bested the primal Ifrit. If I do a British accent, I'll say Ifrit. If I do American accent, I'll say Ifrit. You have achieved a great deal in a short time, and won fame in so doing. Alas, fame does not come without a price, as you will soon discover. What? What do you mean? We have guests, Joey. Or rather, you have guests. Me? Oh, God. Beg pardons. Ah, Lady Minfilia, radiant as always. I am given to understanding that these scions of the Seventh Dawn have but recently welcomed a new hero into their midst. I cannot do a French accent. I am here on behalf of the Maelstrom Grand Company of Limsa to offer said hero a place of honor within our ranks. Why do you feel like they're just saying the same shit? As you can see, Joey, your recent exploits have garnered you the attentions of the Grand Companies of Eorzea. Each organization would have Ifrit's bane for its own. To this end, all three have sent officers to court you. Me? They would not ordinarily go to such lengths to enlist a new recruit. That they have is evidence of their high regard for you. Oh, hey, Tataru, ya big bitch! I find myself wondering how word of Joey's deed spread so quickly. That the Immortal Flames should know of his triumph is to be expected, but what of the other Grand Companies? Ah, your reputation precedes you, Master Quest. This is no ordinary man who can face a primal and emerge the victor. The order of the Twin Adder has need of valiant men such as you. Join your strength to ours. Oh my god, I suck. Friend, and together let us ensure that peace ever reigns over the 12's wood. I can't. What a pleasure it is to finally meet you, Master Quest. My comrades speak of you in the most glowing terms. Why, even before you aided us against the Ul'dah and their dreaded primal, yours was already a respected name in Ul'dah. Our people know you and love you well. A man of your talent belongs with the Immortal Flames. Join your strength to ours, friend, and together let us secure a prosperous future for Ul'dah. The Admiral was not exaggerating when she said you have the look of a hero. Full often does she speak of you, friend. It is only natural that we should want you for the Maelstrom. Join your strength to ours, and together let us see the grand vessel of Limsa to the shores of glory. So I don't know, y'all. Y'all look a little sus. Lady Minfilia. Very well. though I am quite sure you need no reminding. Mayhap a brief summary of the situation would help to clarify your thoughts on this matter. As you know, the Grand Companies are all-encompassing organizations empowered to call upon the martial, economic, and technological resources of their respective city-states in times of strife. There are presently 3 such organizations in Eorzea: the Maelstrom of Limsalminster, the Order of the Twin Adder of Gridania, and the Immortal Flames of Ul'dah. Serving a Grand Company means serving the nation to which it belongs. You will be charged with its defense and tasked with advancing its cause. In return for your faithful service, you will be furnished with various rewards, some of which may well prove useful to you in your other endeavors. Fuck. If you are agonizing over which of the Grand Companies best deserves your loyalty, be at ease. The commitment you make this day need not be permanent. Should you wish to shift your allegiance at a later date, you are entitled to do so. And yet, I can see that it is no small choice you face. Fuck! This is hard, y'all. A thought occurs to me. You will, of course, recall that the 3 city-states are planning to hold remembrance services. Well, as part of the proceedings, I am given to understand that the leader of each company will deliver an address. Hearing these addresses ought to help you make an informed decision. What say you, my dear officers? Tataru got all scared. I find so... Who am I talking? Who's the serpent? Who is the serpent? Wait, the yellow. A fine suggestion. You are as wise as you are beautiful, my lady. And you too, Joey. Very well, let's Joey hear our leader speak, then return here with his decision. Y'all, what am I doing? I don't know any of these fucking accents. We eagerly await your answer. They all say in the same accent. Not gonna lie, the Ul'dah outfit looks like Black Mage colors, so... That is where we are, and that is where I'm from, bitch! I'm from Ul'dah. I know full well that adventurers are by their nature a liberty-loving breed and not best suited to the discipline of military service, but I strongly urge you to join the Grand Company nonetheless. While the promise of reward is enticing in itself, it is not the only benefit. You are possessed of great power, Joey, and with it you are capable of doing untold good. Yet know that great power is wont to attract attention, not all of it friendly. Holy shit. There will be those who wish you ill, and you must needs be on the lookout for them. Yet however vigilant you are but one man. In the midst of a grand company, however, you will be one man amongst many, a friend amongst friends. Your achievements will be shared, and so will the danger. I fear I can think of no better arrangement. Of course, joining one organization need not mean leaving another. I hope that we can continue to rely upon your aid. The 12 know that we will have need of it in the days ahead. The Grand Companies seek to protect their own nations. We Scions, on the other hand, seek to preserve the future of Eorzea as a whole. Similar, yet not quite the same. Now then, I expect that you will be afield more often in the future. As such, I would have you carry this link pearl with you at all times. It will allow us to stay in touch regardless of location. Eorzea is changing, Joey, and you have the power to help shape it anew. None can say what the morrow will bring, but so long as we believe in ourselves, there is naught we cannot achieve. Now, it is time you made ready for your journey. Before you depart, be sure to speak to Tataru. She will apprise you as to where and when the remembrance services are due to take place. Ay, ay, ay. Whew. Something about, like, trying to read British that makes me want to read faster. And that shit is hard, bitch. Alright, so I can't even read that shit in my own damn dialect, fuck. Speak with Tataru. Not Tataru. Tataru's always up to no motherfucking good. Where the fuck am I? Whoa. Oh. Hey, Tataru, you big bitch. Let's talk talkings.
I'm sorry about all the attention you're getting, Joey. I might have sung your praises a little too loudly and often to a few too many people. Ahem. Next time, I'll be sure to hold my tongue. Literally, if necessary. Anyway, I expect you want to know where and when the Remembrance services are taking place. If all goes to plan, Gridania's Grand Company, the Order of the Twin Adder, will hold the first of the 3 services, and Elder Seer Kan-E-Senna will deliver her address at Miketo's amphitheater. I should probably mention at this point that due to the organizational challenges involved in assembling all of the involved parties, it's possible that the order of the services might change. Still, there's not much we can do about that, so make Gridania your first port of call. Next, you'll need to go to Ul'dah, where Flame General Raubahn and Nanamo will be addressing the masses at the Royal Promenade. Oh, and it's rumored there's to be a special guest. How exciting. Last but not least, you must make your way to the stateroom in Lincoln, where Maelstrom Chief Admiral Merlwyb will be giving her address. The room is accessible via the Admiral's lift. Identify yourself to the sentry's Anthale, and he will admit you. Got all that? Well, off you go, then. I hope you find the Remembrance services suitably educational. I suggest visiting the city-states in my prescribed order, though with your record of impeccable timing and luck, the schedule may, well, change in favor of your preferred travel plans. Farewell.
Okay. You know what? I will go to those shits in the order that you want me to go to, because, you know what? Yeah. That sounds like a good idea, girl. Black Shroud. New Gridania. Let's go. Where the fuck am I? Ah, beauteous. Oh, but maybe I should shoot. That's a cool fucking greatsword, dude. No. No, 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 no. Not that. Not that. Not that. Where am I going? Gridania, you say? Very wellst.
Where am I going? I am going to see the people who I was sent to see, and here they are standing in the sunlight. And
I will shut up. I will shut up. Wow, look at this beauteous location.
I lost my son to the calamity.
The 3 Seedseers are all together.
Some say you couldn't take a step without stumbling over a body.
What? Ah, Kan-E-Senna. You sound like Minfilia. Are you
Our
twins?
forebears were once strangers in the Twelveswood, fearful of the Green Wrath. They hid themselves in the dark recesses of the earth. Yet they dreamed of basking in the dappled sunlight of the forest. Through great effort, they proved their worth to the elementals, and were granted a place beneath the boughs. So it was that Gridania was born, some 5 centuries ago. Working hand in hand, the Hure and the Elysian settlers sowed the seeds of our civilization, and
Oops.
so nourished by the waters of unity, and blessed by the light of the matron, Gridania flourished into the great nation it is today.
Y'all stink. You don't gotta stand next to me.
Do you see the Gridanian standard? There, hanging behind the Elder Seedseer. The entwined serpents represent the unity between Hure and Elysian. An elegant symbol, do you not agree?
You may be reading too far into it, but yes, I do agree. It's a cute symbol
In
indeed.
accordance with the will of the elementals, we have embraced a life of peace. Alas, our neighbors have not always sought the same for themselves, nor for us. Though we Gridanians have no love for war, we have still less for those who would threaten our way of life. Ever have we fought to protect the sanctity of the Twelveswood. When the Garlean Empire brought its war of conquest to Eorzea,
What that is?
we rallied under the noble standard of the Twin Adder, that we might push back the encroaching darkness.
You all right? He's looking a little drugged
And it was
out,
we
y'all.
who prepared the ground for the reformation of the Eorzean Alliance, that all the peoples of this realm might stand united against the common threat.
Yeah!
5 years ago, the Alliance met the armies of the Empire upon the fields of Cartano. It would prove the bloodiest battle in recent memory. Countless Gridanian lives were lost. As Supreme Commander of the Order of the Twin Adder, ever shall I bear the weight of our people's sacrifice. Alas, their loss was not the only tragedy to befall us that day, for soon came the calamity.
Not the calamity.
The scars borne by our forest are a constant reminder of its violence. Our lives have been irrevocably changed, each waking hour a struggle to survive. Driven to desperation, some among us have strayed from the path of righteousness, resorting to banditry, poaching, and other unconscionable deeds. To compound our woes, the Ixal have returned in force, emboldened by our suffering. They test our defenses nigh without cease, and prey upon the vulnerable. So beleaguered from within and without, it is of little wonder that our unity now falters. Dark times are upon us.
Time was a man could walk the high roads without fear.
On this day, 5 years ago, countless Eorzeans laid down their lives that we might behold another dawn. Please join with me in honoring their memory.
Okay.
Oh, that guy's being dramatic about it.
And how do you propose to honor the memory of those you cannot remember, pray tell?
I was expecting his voice. I'm so confused. She does have a
The
point.
destruction wrought by the calamity was indiscriminate. It dealt death to Eorzean and Garlean alike. Yet while we have labored to rebuild our homes, to rebuild our lives, the Empire has set about raising steel fortresses here in the Twelveswood.
Those dirty Emperor or Imperials.
Let none be mistaken. The Garleans remain the greatest threat to our survival.
Yeah.
If we are to stand against them, we must remember what it is to be united. Our many troubles blind us to the woes of our fellow man. Thence is harmony lost. Yet harmony is the founding principle of Gridania. We are gathered here to honor the fallen.
Yeah.
Let them be honored not only in word and thought, but through concerted action. I bid you, join hands with me once more beneath the Twin Adder's standard. And together, let us heal the forest's wounds, that our progeny might live in harmony beneath these ancient boughs. For serenity, purity, and sanctity, we must think of the children.
Woods will be done.
It's up to us to protect the
For
forest.
the elementals!
For the elementals! I can get on with that, or get on board with that. No damn children. Why does that one not look like a white mage? Like, what the fuck? He looks a little tainted, y'all.
If you'll permit me, Alfie no.
Oh, hello there, fancy boy. I am Fancy
And
Lalafell.
my sister, Alize, at your service.
Hi.
I saw at a glance that you were a fellow traveler. You might call us students of history, sampling the realm's remembrances in pursuit of enlightenment.
Ah, shit. Gridanians are unfortunate enough to have to contend with 2 beast tribes. The Ixal are unquestionably the more troublesome, being of a naturally warlike disposition and wont to summon their bloodthirsty primal Garuda. The Sylphs, by contrast, are peaceful in nature, being mischievous rather than malevolent, and have long been on friendly terms with the Gridanians, until recently at least. Alas, they have grown aloof, a change observed at roughly the time they summoned the primal Rama. The Gridanians have no love for war, and they consider open conflict the last resort. Though they clash with the Ixal ever more regularly, you may be assured that they do so in self-defense. As for the Sylphs, they are as yet bound by a peace treaty, though one wonders how long it will be before it is broken. The Twelveswood was grievously wounded during the calamity, leaving Gridania vulnerable to attack. The people are hopeful that restoring the wood, and thereby the power of the elementals, will put an end to their woes. Yet how long will that take? Centuries, I'd wager. Meanwhile, the Ixal will continue their incursions, spurred on by Garuda and her insatiable appetite for destruction. Whether the Gridanians like it or not, sooner or later it will come to all-out war. And when it does, the Order of the Twin Adder will need all the help it can muster. How valuable might be the aid of a capable adventurer prove to them then? Who are you, boy, and why are you wearing Phantasy Star outfit? Why are you a Newman? Why are you a faux Noom? Oh my goodness, we got 2 more of that shit to fucking sit through. Holy fuck. Okay. This is a lot to sit through, y'all. Fuck. Whew. Oh, what's going on here? I'm back home, y'all. You missed me? Ha, you missed me? Smells like booty here
Behold,
too.
'tis the Sultana Nanamo herself!
And Raubahn as well.
Hark you, souls of flame, drawn to the bosom of the desert, where the fire burns brightest and shall rage forevermore. Hurrah!
Yeah!
Raubahn! Where since antiquity, under the sage and judicious rule of the Ul'dah dynasty, we have wrought sand into gold, where by the grace and glory of Ul'dah have our brave sons and daughters flourished and prospered. I speak of Ul'dah!
Yeah!
Meh.
There, at the Flame General's back flies the Grand Company's standard. Note the sigil. The golden scales of order balance the jewel of prosperity with the flame of might.
Great and many are the gifts our nation has given the realm. In Eorzea's darkest hour, on the killing fields of Cartano, none spent more in blood and gold than we. Thus was the 7th Imperial Legion laid low.
Yeah!
So that's how it happened. How soon history forgets.
Oh, is he wrong?
Yet many left our gates, never to return. Let us pray for our absent brothers and sisters, that they might know happiness in the great beyond, as Thal's honored guests. If the fates were fair, the price we paid that day would have bought us victory. Alas, they are not. And now, but 5 years into this 7th Umbral era, the spirit of sacrifice which granted us our strength is all but dead. Look around you. What do you see? A people divided, downtrodden and enthralled. Where are the merciful alms of the rich? Where is the just steel of the righteous?
You right?
I ask you, is this the great nation our brothers and sisters gave their lives to save?
No!
You who call this living, dishonor the name of the Immortal Flames. It is but a slow death.
I feel like this bitch is yelling at me. I'm being scolded.
Our
I'm back in
enemies
church
surround us. The savage hordes of the Amalja wait beside our roads, strangling the lifelines of trade. Meanwhile, the Garleans make mock of our borders and despoil our land of its natural wealth.
Fuck those Garleans!
We stand on a precipice, yet we do not act. Whether trader or soldier, monetarist or royalist, all must recognize that a divided Ul'dah stands to fall. Victory and fortune walk hand in hand. Ye who seek glory and wealth, look not to what little you can snatch from your neighbor, but to the boundless wealth of the world beyond.
Yeah!
Now is the time to unite. Now is the time to ride forth.
Ride forth!
In the name of the Sultana, I beseech you.
Maybe she should say something.
Line not your own coffers, but those of the Immortal Flames. Seek not to prosper from Ul'dah, but to restore her to prosperity. As the realm prospers, so shall Ul'dah. As Ul'dah prospers, so shall her people.
This is a better one than in Gridania.
Yeah, for Ul'dah!
Together we are
Uldah's
one.
the best.
Your Grace.
Raubahn?
Raubahn!
She's so silly with that.
People of Ul'dah, I, Nanamo, 17th in the line of Ul, address you. Much has been made of the wealth of Ul'dah. Yet those who measure that wealth in coins and carats are gravely deceived. For the true wealth of Ul'dah lies in the health, happiness, and hopes of her people.
I agree.
Beloved subjects, I bid you raise aloft the torch of Ul'dah, that her flames might serve as a beacon for all Eorzea to see.
Long live Nanamo!
Glory to the Sultana!
For victory and fortune,
That's so
stride
neat.
fearless into the inferno, for we are, by fire, reborn!
Yeah! Glory to the Sultana!
Forsooth!
The time is now!
Fancy meeting you again.
Hello, creepy armpit boy. So we meet again, huh? Oh shit. The Uldahns have a long history of conflict with the Ul'dah, the beast tribe that worships the primal Ifrit. Judging by your look of distaste, I take it you have encountered them. The Uldahns do not shy from confrontation. If aught threatens their precious prosperity, they will seek to crush it. So have they dealt with Ifrit thus far, smothering his flames each time he is stoked to life. Yet he is but one of several problems. Though they have been quiet these past 5 years, the Garleans have not gone away. Meanwhile, refugees continue to arrive in droves, and Ul'dah has no clear policy on how to deal with them. After all, not even the Sultanate's coffers are bottomless, and even assuming they had the coin, resources will ever be finite. Which brings me back to the subject of Ifrit. It has been observed that the Ul'dah are summoning him with ever-increasing frequency. Every time they do so, the Uldahns send their forces to smite the primal, and though they invariably succeed, each victory is bought with blood. It is a war of attrition which they cannot well sustain. Small wonder, then, that the Immortal Flames are eager to recruit more members. At such a desperate hour, an adventurer of your experience would be a most welcome addition to their ranks. For their sake, I hope that the Flame General's words struck a chord with you.
You talk too much, brother.
Walks away in sass. Okay, one more, motherfucker. Holy shit. Xanthale, let me up and listen to this final fucking here to attend the Remembrance service. Bikavik, the Admiral, is due to give her address at any moment. Fucking chat, y'all. Holy shit.
Woo.
The Garleans are another matter altogether.
So much for our alliance.
It's sunk beyond the seabed.
No one has a German accent. Interesting. Maybe I should give up on the German accent. Is it German or like Swedish or whatever? Bad bitch McGee.
Brothers and sisters of the sea, hearken unto me. Look upon this, our mighty crimson standard, and tell me your hearts do not swell with pride. "700 summers have come and gone since our forefathers first ran aground in this fertile bay. In that time, guided by the Mother of Oceans, Limsa Lominsa has grown from humble fishing village to uncontested ruler of the 5 seas and beyond.
Y'all stay!
Did you look as the Admiral bid you? It is a rather stirring standard, I must say.
Meh.
The Crimson Field is meant to signify the blood of fallen crewmates, while the Black Longship represents a pirate vessel.
Really?
When the Garlean Empire marched upon Eorzea,
That what
we
it means?
assembled beneath the Maelstrom standard, and our grand company was reborn. All answered the call, from the Knights of the Barracuda to Hilthier's bloody executioners. And together, we met our would-be conquerors upon the field of Cartano. That day, the world bore witness to the united strength of Limsa Lominsa. I swear to you, no army ever fought harder or with more courage. Yet many of ours did not survive. Join me now in remembering those who fought in the name of freedom and fell. May their souls be returned to the sea.
Freedom. Yes, they have always been rather fond of their freedom.
Yes, let's talk shit.
Much as the beast tribes have. Small wonder. Beneath the surface, one would struggle to tell them apart.
It has been 5 long years since the calamity struck. 5 long years of tireless rebuilding. Yet still the wounds of the calamity fester and weep. But when I stand atop the mizzenmast and gaze out upon our battered and broken vessel, I see an undying spirit. Did we not build all this from the wreck of the Galadian all those centuries ago? Shall we not do so again?
No!
Yet there are those who would see this ship of ours sink beneath the waves of the restless Rotano. The Sahagin creep ashore seeking
Sahagin.
blood for...
Oops.
Those fishback
The Sahagin
bastards.
have risen?
Y'all smell a fish.
While the mines of Ogomero spew forth kobolds who push ever south, despoiling our lands as they go. These savage beast tribes will be the first waves to crash against our creaking hull.
You're all savages too.
And behind them swells the grim tide of the Garlean Empire. Even now the curs fly their flags within our borders. Doubt not, but that they will be upon us ere long.
Oh no.
We are
Hello?
well nigh surrounded. Yet there are those among us who would rather turn their swords against their crewmates than our cannons against our foes.
Not me.
How can we hope to repel our many enemies when mutiny breeds below deck? There is but one course left to us.
Kill all the Limsons.
One bearing that will bring us victory over the beast hordes and the Empire both, and see this ship safe to port. We must mend the rift the calamity has reopened twixt pirate and Maelstrom, and stand fast with our adventurer brothers against the coming tempest.
I agree.
Mark ye well, a crew without unity is no crew at all. 'Tis but a mass of drowned men.
And women.
To me, then, brothers and sisters of the sea, gather beneath the undying crimson standard, and pledge me your strength, your skill, your wisdom. And with the guidance of the navigator, this great vessel of ours shall ride the waves till sea swallows all.
Till sea swallows
Long live
all.
the Admiral!
Melvin Bluefist veins. Melvin
Oh,
Bluefist
where's me
veins.
cutlass?
Oh,
I'll
someone,
follow ye to the 7 hells, Admiral!
don't let that guy get his cutlass. He's drunk. Ooh, what a fishy experience that was.
Fancy meeting you again.
Ah, I smelled armpit. I knew I did. Young boy. Have you not discovered deodorant yet? As the Admiral mentioned, as the Admiral mentioned in her address, Limslumin's is plagued by two beast tribes. The first are the fish-like Sahagin, worshippers of the primal Leviathan. The second are the kobolds who dwell beneath the earth and take the primal Titan for their god. As if the beast tribe's presence weren't troublesome enough, the Garleans have also chosen to erect a fortress right in the Laminson's backyard. And that is to say naught of internal strife. As a nation of pirates, there is no end to the blood feuds between the various factions, and while they fight amongst themselves, the Garleans whet their blades and watch. If the Laminsons are to have any hope of withstanding the Empire, they must first resolve their own affairs. Differences must be set aside, and the primal threat dealt with once and for all. Who's changing the lights? To this end, I expect that they will soon take decisive action against the beast tribes. Mark my words, that Maelstrom standard will be drenched a deeper shade of crimson ere long. That a capable adventurer like you would be a valuable addition to their crews beyond question.
Oh no, man. Oh no, man. I think they got it. I think they were handling it quite well.
Oh, who's calling me now? I was off to the little boy's room. Joey, this is Minfilia. You are well, I hope. Would I be correct in thinking that the final Remembrance service has now concluded? A moment ago, you say? What a coincidence. Jesting aside, I trust you remember our guests from the Grand Companies? Well, delighted though we are to have them here at the Waking Sands, it would not do to keep them in suspense any longer than necessary. In short, hurry back. Do. And back I shall hurry, because this quest was ridiculously long. Holy fuck. I look so at peace when I teleport. I've just had my num-nums. Talk to Minfilia at the Waking Sands. Guess we get to choose our Grand Company now, y'all. Hey, Tataru, you big bitch. What up? Bye. Oh. Oh. Hello, boys. Welcome back, Joey. Were the Grand Company leader's words as illuminating as you had hoped? Aye, each nation is beset with problems. I trust you see now why your services are in such high demand. But that there were more of you, Joey. But you must be tired from your journey. Why don't you rest a while and take a moment to reflect on your decision? Once your mind is made up, pray give the Grand Company your officers your answer. Am I not going to be able to choose, or am I have to watch some long things?
The gods only know what Grand Company our adventurer friend will keep. The wheels of change are in motion regardless.
Why do you seem
Brother,
bitter?
are you certain this course is best?
Whatever do you mean, dear sister?
The so-called Remembrance ceremonies were little more than standard waving rallies, as though the Calamity and 7th Umbral era warranted scarcely a mention.
Well, of course they were standard waving rallies.
Sip, sip.
Since you are so observant, mayhap you noticed what mention was made of the Warriors of Light? None.
True.
I suppose they must have forgotten the heroes who spared Eorzea a fate worse than the Calamity? No, dear
Calamity?
Alize, they haven't forgotten these details. They have elected to omit them.
Why?
Deep
why?
are the wounds the Calamity inflicted upon Eorzea. So deep, in fact, that the realm still bleeds. Needless to say, the beast tribes and their primals do little to alleviate the pain. So, the task of salving Eorzea's wounds falls to the scions of the Seventh Dawn, with a little help from our friends, the Grand Companies. Remembrance will yield no remedy. If our world is to heal, we must put the horrors of the calamity behind us.
Our grandfather would never entrust the fate of the realm to despots who rewrite history to their convenience.
What's with her fucking big sexy man?
There must be another way to cure what ails this world, and I mean to find it.
You are most welcome to try. Our paths may differ, but our destination is the same. In time, I dare say we will see eye to eye.
I should hope so.
My lady!
We are to escort you!
Hope does not come into it. We share the burden of this fate, dear sister, and will prevail together or not at all. The salve will serve not only to close up our present wounds, but prevent old ones from opening anew.
Intrigue is afoot, y'all. Oh, well. Whoa, it's like I had a blackout and had a vision of two stinky teenagers. Guess we're going to choose the Ul'dahs, y'all. Obviously, it should be no surprise I am from Ul'dah, after all. Welcome back, adventurer. I take it General Raubah's words kindled a fire within you. Join the Immortal Flames? Yes. Excellent. I feared that the incident with the traitor may have soured our opinion of us. Your opinion of us. It gladdens me to see that this isn't the case. But before we can count on you as one of our own, you must be formally inducted into our ranks. Level 20, the company you will keep, Immortal Flames. The Immortal Flames recruitment officer seems eager to welcome you to Uldah's Grand Company. Please proceed to the Hall of Flames and identify yourself to the personnel officer. I will notify him of your coming. With your strength joined to ours, we shall surely prevail over our enemies, be they beastmen or Imperials.
Yeah!
Okay. Speak with the personnel officer at the Hall of Flames. It's raining in Ul'dah? I don't know if I've ever seen it rain here. This is nice. This is nice. Well, aren't you just a fancy fucking badass? Okay. The sound of raining outside. Pardon me, woman. I have someone to speak with. I have a grand company to join. What brings you to the Hall of Flames this evening, adventurer? My name is Joey Quest. I believe you are expecting me. Ah, I thought as much. You are just as our man at the Waking Sands described. It is an honor to meet you, sir. Now, in order to formalize your... Sir! Yes. Speak private. Imperials, sir. They fired on a high-wind Skyways airship. Scouts say she's coming down to the west near Horizon's Edge. Bloody hells of all the times for this to happen. Joey, there's no time for formalities. The Immortal Flames need your help now. We're in the midst of a large-scale operation against Amal-Jah, and we have no one to spare in Western Thanalan. You must get to that ship before the Garleans do. If there are any survivors, see that they do not come to further harm. Now go!
Okay.
In the next episode, y'all. Haha. And that's gonna be it for this episode, y'all. Haha. That is a good point to leave it on, because even though I could run over and try to get that done, this whole fucking MSQ is just gonna keep going and going and going, y'all. I mean, they're trying to keep me into the storyline, keep y'all too. So we're gonna end there. We did a lot. We watched all 3 of the fucking nations' fucking rallies. We learned a lot about what's going on with each nation, what primals are attacking them, and what like little organizations are also being assholes. And we joined a grand company. We are now part of the Flame Legion. That's Guild Wars 2. We're now part of the fucking Immortal Flames. Anyway, in the next episode, we will finish this quest, see what's going on with this fallen airship, join this the Immortal Flames, and get through all of the level 25 MSQs, finish the 2 Thaumaturge quests, and yeah, play something else, y'all. So, Thank you guys so much for watching. Please like, subscribe, please comment down below, and hit that notification bell. And I will see y'all in the next episode. Stay questing, y'all. Bye.